Hey everybody, Tony Baker here. So I wanted to bring up today something that I talk with studio leadership about a lot in every studio that I work with, and it's triggers. How do you use these triggers to get the best out of your team and out of your people and out of yourself and out of everyone? And sometimes these triggers, which often are subconscious, sometimes they're really easy, super simple. And here's a really cheap one: sweep the floor. Right? Keep the place nice and clean and tidy. When you come into a place and there's clutter everywhere and hasn't been picked up, like your mind just begins to get cluttered. If you're a creative professional needing to do your best work, needing to deliver shot after shot, day after day, your mind's already cluttered. Let's not do that in the environment that we work with. For leadership, it's incredibly affordable just to keep the floor swept. It's incredibly affordable just to repaint the studio, just to keep things nice and tidy. There have been extreme levels where we're actually building new studios. We'll install an overhead grid. That way we're actually hanging a lot of things from the grid. So not only does it stay in place, it gets stuff off the floor. And when things are off the floor, it just feels more open and airy, and people can move around and they have more freedom to put their energy into the right places. But if things are really cluttered, if you've got to step over things or hasn't been swept in a week, it begins to play tricks on the mind. The other benefit there is if things are decluttered, whatever you're photographing, you actually pick out the imperfections in the product that you're photographing, and so you can get rid of those. If your line of sight is just full of chaos and mayhem visually, you're not going to notice that imperfection in the product as quickly, and so that may end up in a reshoot. Just keeping the place clean and tidy is a great trigger to have people elevate their levels, elevate their concentration, and really at the end of the day, you're less exhausted, right? You're spending less energy trying to focus on those things. So just a tip, you know me, I'm big on the triggers, whatever can trigger people subconsciously into doing their best. And this is by far the quickest, easiest, cheapest way to do it. Just keep the studio tidy. Hope that helps.